And we're live. Greetings, friends. Welcome back to the Super Bad Honor Live Valentine commentary in Red Dead Redemption 2. Tonight we're in Guarma. We're going to do all of Guarma. It took me about 90 minutes. Could do it a little faster if you skip cutscenes, but I think I think pound for pound you're going to spend 90 minutes in Guarma if you're going to speed through it. Eagles Pro says hi. Greetings, Eagles. And Jlash has the thumbs ups in the chat. Thumbs up for Jlash. Appreciate you, friend. Channel moderator Miko Herptile says hello, Super Antonio. Sadie, mods, and everyone. Happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate it. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well, Miko. And Miko says hello to Eagles and Jlash. I hope everyone had a good week. We made it to Friday. Happy Valentine's Day. Even if you don't have a Valentine in your life, know that Sadie and I are your Valentine. Gay Valentine. Well, okay, maybe not gay in the LGBT sense, but I'm certainly happy to spend a Valentine's Day with you and offer some channel love. There's all sorts of love I want to mention. It's not all romantic love and the naked fun love, but there's a what would you call it? A fellowship, love of humanity, love for your fellow man, brotherly love, familial love, love for animals. I love this animal, and I know she loves me. It's not a romantic love, but I think it's just as valuable and relevant, and it feels just as real as romantic love, which is transitory. Romantic love always morphs into something. If you're lucky, it morphs into something more longer lasting, into a longer lasting relationship. But that first bloom, the fun part that they wrote all the that the poets and the Shakespeare and the Beatles wrote about, that doesn't last. It's only, it's like maybe you get a year of that. Mama One and Papa One are here early. Greetings, Mama One. And Mama One says, hey, family. And Papa One says, hey, happy Valentine's Day, family. Yes, happy Valentine's to you too as well, sir. Yeah, I was talking about romantic love and all the types of love there are available to the human heart. But but romantic love gets the most attention, because it's the most exciting. It's the most fun. That's what all the movies and the songs and the rock and rollers like to sing about. There's that Beatles song. It's got to be at least 60 years old now. I Want to Hold Your Hand. And just that initial thrill of holding someone's hand that you just met. That the way it just like lifts your heart up. That's a wonderful feeling. Callum is here. Callum, me boy. Happy Valentine's to you, friend. Callum says, hey guys, missed you all, especially you, Antonio. Thank you. He says the suit looks awesome, by the way. Yes, I'm dressing up now. This is my Agent 47 outfit. I hope everyone's been well. I've been quite busy since I've got a girlfriend, but I thought I'd drop by when I can. Congratulations, Callum. I hope you treated her well on Valentine's Day. Mama One says, hey, Callum. And Callum says, hey, Mama One and Papa One. Hope all's well. I've missed speaking with you two. And Papa One says, Callum, it's good to see you here, son. Congrats on the girlfriend. Hope you have a blessed Valentine's Day. We're off to look for smoke. The only goals, really, for our Guarma for this playthrough was to get a hat, get the sun hat, which we, spoiler alert, did get, and maybe get the rainbow boa. But I don't even know where to look for the rainbow boa. So we got what is it called? The Fer de Lance, which seems like, that seems like the fire spear. Sounds like a very scary snake. So we got that one, and we got some parrot feathers. But mostly we just got through this as fast as we could.
Here's a miracle.
Callum says, thanks, Papa One. I've been treating her well, and I also hope you and Mama One had a good Valentine's too. Miko says, hello, Mama One and Papa One and Callum. Mama One says, hey, Miko.
We got you. We got you.
Yeah, her name is Ruby, I believe. Even though Aisling or Fiona or Molly or Colleen or Mary Margaret seems like a more of an Irish name than Ruby, but what do I know? Ruby's a wonderful name. Ruby Tuesday.
Old sugar plant.
Callum says, relatable, Monomo One. I've been trying to drop in a few times the past 2 weeks, but it's been difficult with the girlfriend being over as she sleeps very late. And Papa One says, we had a fantastic one. Finished an early farm day and went into town for our favorite little restaurant right on a beautiful little creek. Had a wonderful catfish dinner. That sounds very nice.
This is quite a welcome.
Who are you?
Senor, por favor. We are no one.
What's your name?
Aiden O'Malley.
Is that so? What are you doing, Mr.
You need one of those
O'Malley?
hats. Arthur's just looking for a hat.
Surviving.
Aiden O'Malley
Lost at sea. In the storm.
Is that
is
so?
Dutch's
I'm in the habit of looking like
pseudonym
this. Is all of this really
alias
necessary?
in
We
this
got enough troubles around here right
in
now,
Guarma.
Mr. O'Malley, without taking a chance on a bunch of vagabonds.
Mom one says, Callum, as long as the lady is
Yourselves,
happy,
no
you'll be
harm will
happy.
befall you.
I agree. First playthrough, I hated this chapter. I didn't understand what we were doing here. I didn't get it. This is a Western game. Why are we on this island? Super annoying. I thought we lost the horse. I thought I lost all my weapons. I thought I lost all my money. I thought we'd have to start over with everything.
We run the third most productive sugar plantation in the Northern Caribbean.
But now, after playing Red Dead 1, I understand that, we do need...
What sort of trouble?
Red Dead 1, like, I would say more than half of Red Dead 1 is spent in Mexico, playing both sides of the Mexican Revolution. So I think this is sort of a tribute to RD1. We kind of get in with the revolutionaries on this island. Dutch gets Dutch loves to be on the side of the underdog. He already has sympathy for the Native American plight, so he gets to have sympathy for these indentured workers, let's call them.
Pirates to you, Mr. Simon.
You seem like someone or other.
Mom one says, notice Micah has his guns throughout Guarma, yet they don't take them from him. Where did he hide them? In his prison pocket. I'm shocked and scandalized, and I apologize for knowing about prison pockets. It's I just watch a lot of TV.
Welcome to Guarma, gentlemen.
Miko says, happy to know you all had a great Valentine's. Miko, I hope you had a great Valentine. Cam says, will there be many lives during the week, as I'll most likely be here for full streams? We're doing LA Noir tomorrow, and that's another long one. Tonight will be a long one. It's 90 minutes. And I believe tomorrow is another 90-minute.
I think I would have preferred Tahiti.
Papa one says, hey, Miko, hope you're well. And Callum also says hi to Miko with a Valentine heart. Miko says, thanks, Papa one, just another day at work. Papa one says, Mexico is popular in the Wild West. A lot of outlaws went there. And Miko says, thanks, Callum.
Who are these people? Who knows?
However, I did enjoy that bright tropical light. Juxtapose this against Chapter 1, the snowstorm in Chapter 1. It's, I think it was also just Rockstar flexing environments. Look how good we can do environments now. Papa went to some parts of the Old West stayed a little on the wild side until the 1970s, honestly. And Callum says, I should be here tomorrow for the entire stream, as she leaves tomorrow after being here for 10 days. I'd need some alone time after that, Callum. I mean, even the first blush or bloom of love, young love. But I've always, I've always just needed my alone time in my own space. Cam says, been trying to get her into Red Dead Redemption 2. She's currently on Chapter 3. We haven't really played it much in a while. Gonna get back to her, though. And Callum says, agreed, Antonio. Callum, what kind of games does she play? I mean, video game-wise. Does she like Minecraft and The Sims and Animal Crossing? Those are the only girl games I can think of right now. And I love Minecraft and Animal Crossing. I'm very charmed by Animal Crossing. Never played it. Thought about it. But that, Animal Crossing to me is a COVID game, but it seemed super charming to me. Very wholesome. And I loved the language, that language that they spoke. Papa one says, now it's hard to break horses in the West. They are protected strictly, but back in my young days, you could get as many as you wanted. You haven't lived until you've jumped off the back of a pickup onto a horse. And broke said horse. More adrenaline than jumping off a plane. Yeah, sounds like it. Count says she doesn't really play games anymore, but she used to play Minecraft, GTA, and Fortnite the most. Yeah, Fortnite, I imagine, is popular with females just because you can customize characters and you get to build things and you get to shoot things too. Fortnite was a perfect game for that crowd. They really touched on everything that was they ticked a lot of boxes with that game. The customization, the building, especially the building. The multiplayer and the shooty bangs, and then surprised it wasn't in first person. Peter Walsdorf says, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. My girlfriend surprised me at work today. Hope it was a good surprise, Peter. Happy Valentine to you, Peter, and happy Friday. Count says, we're going strong for about 2 months now, Papa One. Oh, Papa One says, Callum, if you don't mind me asking, how long have you two been dating? And Cloudy's here. Cloudy says, howdy, y'all. Papa One says, hey, Cloudy, and hey, Peter. Greetings, Cloudy. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Friday. Grab one of these hats, Morgan. Callum says, is O-Dog lurking? Sadly, Callum, O-Dog has moved on. He parted company. There are no bad feelings on my part. I love O-Dog. I consider him a great friend of the channel. But he wanted to move on, and so you have to respect that. Miko says, hey Peter, and hey Cloudy. And Mama one says, hey Peter, hope you had a great day. There's a bakery that I go to that usually has heart-shaped shortbread, raspberry filling shortbread, heart-shaped cookies for Valentine's Day. And I usually get 2 of them, one for me and one for her. And I just let her eat it, swallow it in one gulp. And I went today for a little Valentine tradition, and they were sold out. And I didn't, I was there relatively early. It was like 11 o'clock. They're already sold out for the day. But they had heart-shaped macaroons, which I actually enjoy more than shortbread cookies. So I got a couple of those. Pistachio and raspberry. She got the raspberry. I don't think she'd ever had a macaroon before. She seemed to enjoy it.
I know somewhere you men can rest.
Can we trust you?
I don't see you have any choice.
Miko, Peter says hi to Miko. And Papa One says, enjoy these early times, Callum. They flash quicker than you know. Enjoy being young and in love. That and close family are the best things in life.
Get back our friend and get out of here.
Yeah, Callum, if I had any
Thank you.
advice for you, I would tell you to not take it for granted. And don't ever think that this is how it's going to be forever, because it's not.
Gentlemen,
Well,
goodbye.
if this is
You're in a
tropical
golden time
paradise
right now
so
as
far,
far
it
as
ain't up to much.
romance and relationships and meeting people go.
Parker,
And it's not going to be like that forever. It's going to get harder.
we all need to relax.
It's sad to say, my friend. I remember talking to
I'm
a
so
young woman.
boys.
She was in her early 20s, and she wanted to get in shape. And I told her that
Bill, do some more
I told her
scouting.
basically the same thing. It's like it's gonna you gotta make some bad honor coyote. You gotta make some your habits now. You gotta start working out now, because it's just gonna get harder as you age, as you get older. It gets harder and harder. So and it's the same with love and romance. Callum says, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did something happen, or is he just very busy?" And Callum says, "Agreed, Papa One." We had a political disagreement. Let's just put it that way. And it's my own darn fault for bringing politics into the live stream. But I was very excited after the after the results of the current election, and I just, and that excitement just kind of trickled over to the stream, and but I shouldn't have talked about it. But hey, I can't apologize for how I feel about, I can't, I just have to be quiet about it. Pop One says, Papa One takes some blame. Callum, I don't hide my feelings or bite my tongue. Me and Super Antonio were excited about number 47. Yeah, it was a combination of things. But I wish we could have gotten past it, because I don't care about your politics, as long as, and I do really try to leave politics behind and try, on this channel. But I guess it's hard in the live streams. Sadie moved to her crate.
That's all you gotta say.
I don't think you can really antagonize Micah in Guarma. Nate's back. Nate says, hi, everyone. Here's your mate, Nate. Nice stream. Nate, greetings. Happy Valentine's Day and happy Friday to you. Callum says, I suppose that's fair enough, Antonio and Papa One. Everyone has their thoughts and opinion on politics, but some people take it to heart. Papa One says, I love O-Dog, though, and still consider him family. Maybe he will realize that. My doors are open for him anytime. I agree, Papa One. you know, he was a great friend of the channel, and I have nothing but love and respect for him. Mom One says, hey, Nate, and Calum says, how's Serena? Also, and Papa One says, hey, Nate. Serena may be lurking. She's here. She's around. Regrettably, she's not in the best of health, but hopefully she's getting better. Papa One, Peter says, anybody here have a sweetheart to sweet for Valentine's Day? I've got a 4-legged sweetheart, Peter, which is about all I can handle right now. Miko says hello to Nate, and Cloudy says, I got many friends and family that have different political views, but we still get along. That's how it was for so long. Well, until social media. Social media polarized everyone. And made it very binary in a non-binary world. You're either for or against. You're either a fan of the losing side of World War II, or you're a rainbow flag waving, pink-haired person of happiness. I didn't want to say gay. Papa One says, as an old cowboy, I just shake it off. I'm too old to be losing family and friends over disagreements. Now, admittedly, most of my old crew was mostly the same thoughts. That's just partly my time back in the day. Got my green tea tonight.
What's the plan? Well,
And Miko says, Peter, I have some no-legged sweethearts here. One of them even hugged me by the neck.
follow me. The entrance is along here.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those, Miko. Callum says, hope she gets better, but it's just gonna take time for something like that to happen. Yeah, I suppose so.
What do we do when we get Javier?
Well, we're gonna get the hell out of here.
It always bugged me that
Set sail for the one
Dutch
place
doesn't
ain't nobody
loot
gonna be expecting us.
Maria's body and get the gold bar, the gold ingot back.
And get ourselves back.
Papa One says, I miss Serena, and I can't wait till she gets better and back on stream. I agree, Papa One. Cloudy says, I gave my mom a card and some candy for Valentine's Day. No girlfriend this year, LOL.
Wouldn't expect it.
That's the point. Ain't
No woman, no cry,
we come back
Cloudy.
from the dead, gather everyone.
And Callum says, agreed, Papa One. And Nate says, I didn't know today was Valentine's Day. Here we celebrate the couples on June 12th.
Gone, friend.
Okay. That works too, I guess.
We look
Um,
a bunch of desperados.
And don't worry, Cloudy. Girlfriends are expensive.
A change of clothes. We're acquired.
Not just financially. You know, they take a lot of time. You know, they cut it. You know, I couldn't.
You say? Bunch of penniless
You know,
fugitives on some Caribbean dump.
For me, like they would cut into workout time. They would cut into gaming time. They would cut into YouTube time. They would cut into
No idea at all.
dog time.
Takes for us to survive.
I guess that's what I'm afraid of.
But
Why?
but you know,
Gloria.
it's nice to be in love. It's fun to be in love. I wouldn't I'm not telling you not to be in love, Cloudy. I'm just trying to get you to appreciate every moment,
Aquí.
your single moments and your together moments. Callum's leaving. Callum says, I'm going to head out, but I should most likely be here tomorrow for the stream. I hope everyone has a good rest of the weekend, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I love you very much. Much love, Callum, me boy. And best wishes to your lovely girlfriend, Ruby. Cloudy says, Mama One, did you check out Cancelled Soul Suspect? And Miko says, see ya, Callum. Take care now. And Papa One says, it was good seeing you, my boy. Give my best to your lady. Love you, son. And Callum says, you too, Miko. And I will, Papa One.
Party in Saint Denis?
Mama One says, bye, Callum. Your American family loves you. And give our best to your lady.
Not yet. I will. But you don't think he's just...
Cloudy says, bye, Callum.
Most certainly, but we don't have a lot of choice. is the best chance we have right now of getting out of this place. Won't be long before someone figures out who we are and sends word to the U.S.
So what
I
happened
hate
with
caves in
John
this game.
Van Bank?
He survived.
Mama one says, yes, Cloudy, I did. I ordered the game. It's coming
The only one
on
they
Wednesday.
took alive. Why is that, you think?
I don't know. I was already on the roof. I didn't see it.
And Abigail, I presume
I
she was
think in one of these cutscenes, Bill still has his sheriff's badge.
You know, when I look back at all the chaos of the past few weeks, the apparent superficial
We'll see.
chaos,
So that didn't
I
wash
begin to
off.
wonder, maybe, for somebody, this is all going exactly.
And we're taking this all the way to Dear Uncle Tacitus, in case you didn't know. Dear Uncle Tacitus. And also,
That many Pinkertons around
before I forget, I wanted to mention that that Sadie refers to herself and Abigail as their grandniece, and I just enjoy that because it's just a little dig at how old Arthur is. Even though, well, maybe she was talking about Dutch, or the letter was to Dutch, not to Arthur, but because that would sort of make more sense. But grandniece, not even niece. I just thought it was funny. Very sassy, Mrs. Adler.
This way.
Dutch has got to stop canceling these ladies, but he can't help himself.
Okay, just a second.
Cloudy says, oh, nice, Mama One. One of my favorite games. To his defense, she did pull a knife on him, a big knife. Where is she hiding that thing? Took nothing to cancel her.
Horrible old crone.
But you killed her.
Betrayed us,
Note all the sunburnt
Tell. No. Well, I got some
faces in
Spanish.
Guarma.
She was.
You sure you're all right, Dutch?
Papa One says, trust me, Cloudy, a wife is even more expensive.
Make sure that some
I
of
just
us
got my wife a complete kitchen remodel.
Shall we proceed?
Yeah, remodeling. That's just pouring money
Yes.
down a househole. Thank the Lord we have guest houses that have kitchens, although we have been cooking on a campfire for old time's sake. But it rained yesterday.
We would survive, no matter what.
So how did you know she was going to betray us? What'd she say?
Mom once says, if you listen to the guards, they ask where Gloria is, hinting that she did betray them. Oh, I did not know that, Mama One. Our Deadeye was like completely drained. It was in the red, so, and we had nothing. So I was looking for Guarma rum and cigarettes, or some kind of meat, so that, canned meat, so that we could replenish our Deadeye. And it looks like they're pulling Javier by the leg he got shot on, which must hurt a lot. Ow. Pistol whip. Cloudy says, note to self, don't get married as a young adult. LOL.
No, la próxima vez será aún más duro.
Yeah, Cloudy, it's dangerous.
Ha sido un placer.
Yeah, I would work on yourself and your job, Cloudy. Finding a career that you like. Doing push-ups. Getting into shape. Nate says Dutch really has a point in questioning the turn of events in that part. I don't quite believe Abigail was behind it though. I don't either, but he's paranoid, and he knows someone's behind it. I mean, he's not stupid, but he's just blind to Micah.
Well, I'm sure you got some ideas.
Shut up and help me kill them.
Miko says, Cloudy, I took that advice up to now, being an old adult. Ha ha. Yeah, you get set in your ways and your habits. But,
So much for the count.
it's different if you're
Let's hide the body.
if you're lonely, if you're looking for someone. Gonna grab that carbine repeater. I don't really want to use a shotgun, especially a double-barreled. But you know, if you're happy,
Hurry up.
if you're alone but not lonely, if you're happy being single, I don't see why you should like change your life because you know, society says so, or some kind of pressure from your family or friends.
Let's head around the back of the building and see if we can find a way through.
Me, I love being single. I love living alone. But partly for me, it's a matter of I like being responsible for myself. You know, I don't like worrying about somebody else, and I don't like somebody else worrying about me. Kali says, when I was 22, I almost got married. Later on, the relationship became toxic. Yeah, see? That would have happened.
Cause ourselves a little distraction
Dodged a
and then
bullet.
we will disappear.
Yeah, you know, it's like if you feel lonely, if you feel the need, you know, I would recommend not being online, you know, joining a group, learning the salsa dance. The women always outnumber the men in salsa dancing. If you're courageous enough, I would recommend yoga, taking a yoga class. But, you know, even like, you know, taking an art class or, you know, something that you're interested in, you can meet someone.
Okay, you take the nearest one on the left. I'll deal with his friend.
Yoga, I don't know if I'd recommend yoga. That's more of an advanced technique. Peter says, have a great night, everyone. You too, Peter. Happy Valentine's Day and happy Friday to you. Thanks for being here, friend.
Over here.
Or a martial arts class. There will be more men than women in martial arts. But, you know, it depends on, you know, yeah, take a class in something that you enjoy. But for me, the primary motivation for the class is your interest in it and the fact that you're going to get something out of it other than meeting a girl. You can't go just because you want to meet someone. That has to be secondary. The first has to be learning a new skill, learning a new thing, learning how to fight, whatever.
Sugar? Oh, yeah.
Papa One says, Cloudy, it was well worth it in the end that I married my first real love. Hold on. Mama One has stood by me through everything. My wife is the most beautiful woman in the world. And could have, and Miko says, see you, Peter. And Papa One continues, could have gotten hundreds of better men than me. She chose a farm boy and then later on chose a broken, coma-ridden loser, honestly. But she never gave up on me. For 4 years, she would visit me every day. And Nate says, I'm sorry, Cloudy. I hope your hardships can make you stronger. Cloudy says, Super Antonio, do you know in Japan there is a service where you can rent a girlfriend? Yes, I do. There's also girlfriend cafes. But, you know, they have that culture. That's the geisha culture. Where they'll like sit down with you and like talk to you and, you know, ask you about your day and stuff. Where you can get the girlfriend experience without the actual excuse me, without the naked parts. You know, it's very chaste isn't the right word, but you know, and neither is wholesome, but it's, you know, it's like it's innocent. And I'm sure, you know, if you want, you could get the regular bath lady experience too. But that geisha, you know, the geisha tradition was all about the art of conversation. You know, it's like speaking to men, holding their interest, entertaining them, not in a naked way. You know, and you know, it's like serving tea artfully, reciting poetry, singing. So it's kind of similar. I mean, it works culturally, but you know, and you can get all sorts of like girlfriend cafes where they like dress up as maids, or they got like little cat heads. Why do I know so much about this? I'll tell you stories. I could tell you stories. Not that I've ever been to one of those, but I know. I know a lot of Japanese people. I have Japanese cousins. Papa one says 99% of other women would have left or found another man. Then when I woke up and didn't know who she was, she took me through everything and became my best friend and love of my life. All over again. She waited for you, Papa one. You didn't know her, but she knew you. And Nate says the choice are always there to make. Right, Papa one. And Papa one says, without her and my dad, I would never have been who I am today. My own mother gave up and said I was never going to come out of the coma. But Mama one did not, and neither did my dad. And I thank God for both. And so do we, Papa one. So do we. I do love that carbine repeater. We can, you know, you could get through the whole game with just the carbine repeater.
Thank you. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Follow me.
Can't hunt with it, but you know, you could do all the missions with it. Can't hunt, can't swim.
This way, stay with me. We got more on the left here.
And then we have the bolt action for when we cross the river.
Okay, let's move.
Miko says, Papa one, you and Mama one seem to be the one exception, especially these days. An inspiration to us all. That's why they're here, Miko. But Miko, you know, in your neck of the woods, on your island, you know, there's a lot of traditional women where you are. I'm sure if you're looking, you could find someone very easily. Javi says, I think I attract girls. Most of my relationships were toxic. I do find them in sketchy parties, LOL. Yeah, that's your, you know, consider the pond you're fishing from. I'm not saying join a church group, but, you know, perhaps if you found some more wholesome activity. I mean, if you meet someone when you're drunk or, you know, altered, that's not going to, I mean, it's fun, but that's about the extent and pinnacle of the relationship. It's all downhill from there. You don't really have to chase these guys, or you know, like get these guys that are chasing you, but you might as well eliminate them because they're just gonna follow you to the river, and it's just gonna be more of these weirdos that you have to dispatch. Mama one says, thanks so much for saying that, Miko. I have happy tears in my eyes. It was hard but worth it. I would do it again and again. I love Papa one and have since the day I met him swimming in a lake. Switch to Bolty. Those ones on the cliff are really what we need looking for. Nate says, one day a fine lady will choose you, Cloudy. You should believe it. You should have faith. Yeah, Cloudy, if that's what you want, I would recommend joining a class. Something, martial arts. Something you like. And, Aikido. Might get to wrestle a girl in Aikido. That should not be the primary motivation for you joining that class. You should be wanting to join that class so you can learn Aikido, not to meet girls. Again, it should be secondary. Miko says, yes, Super Antonio, there still are. That's why foreign men come here and to other Asian countries to find a traditional one. But the movement is well and truly here also. I did not know that, Miko. And Papa One says, Cloudy, when you meet the love of your life, you will know it. I do remember meeting Mama One that day at the lake. It is a small memory, but I remember I was swinging off a rope into the lake. Silver, because we kept on chugging miracle tonics. And I don't know if we can say chewing tobacco. Sorry, algorithm. I always like rescuing Javier first. Forgot to mention. And the missions, I think Arthur as a priority, would want to rescue a team member first. And the missions seem to flow better if you do it in this direction. Papa One continues, and when I seen Mama One and our friend introduced her, I had hearts in my eyes at that moment. I instantly told my brothers and my friends, she's mine. I got dibs. LOL. And Cloudy says, thank you, Nate. Hope to find me the perfect girl. And Miko says, you're welcome, Mama One. You give cynical pessimists like me believe there are still good ones out there. I'm sorry that you consider yourself a cynical pessimist, Miko. This is where we find a snaky snake, a fertile lance. But I know how you feel, Miko. I'm not. I wonder, can you cook at camp? Never tried. We haven't been there long enough. I'm maybe a little cynical personally, but I don't let it define me. And I'm not lonely, and I'm not. I don't yearn for that kind of roller coaster. Roller coaster of emotions and feeling jealous and making someone jealous. I hate feeling jealous. Mom One says, Cloudy, your forever girl is out there somewhere, and when you first meet, you will get a feeling I can't describe, but you will know it when you do. Yeah, the fertile lance. I wanted to take that to the trapper and see how much we get it for it. Or it's not like, it's just a poor snake skin. It's not like it's a poor fertile lance snake skin. Mom once says, we have our hard times like every other couple, but we always said no matter who you date or marry, or if you're single, there will always be hard times in life. I agree. 7 years of feast and 7 years of famine. Though I do feel personally that I just got through my 7 years of famine. At least financially. I wanted to see what would happen if we shot that guy down, and cutscene opens exactly the same way. And we can't loot him. I was wondering if we could loot him. That don't look good. And it's a gringo. It's an overseer, it seems to be. This big bruiser. Papa one says, my life would be nothing without my wife. She gave everything. She gave me everything and kept me together. Trust me, if you all have known me when I came back from Vietnam, you would have wrote me off as a waste. Well, we know you now, Papa one. Really liking this guy's physique, the upper body. It's like Arthur dispatches them quite well and quite efficiently. I'm proud of Arthur. Should have been harder. Also, this scene kind of reminds me of hanging upside down. I mean, it's the same kind of motions, same physics, swinging back and forth. Black Widow does this in one of the Avengers movies. See, it's almost a cutscene to take care of that guy. Papa one continues, same thing when my dad died. I drank myself into a stupor even though I was expected to take charge after dad passed. I talk about my dad all the time, but he was my best friend as much as my father.
Baptiste, you don't look good. You should rest here.
Well, it's understandable. He's still in your heart.
Come.
We're going to need that.
Stay close behind me. I know a way.
Follow Leon.
Okay.
Don't mind if I do. See, all the missions kind of flow into one after the other if you do it in this order. And if you skip cutscenes, you could probably get this done in an hour.
Hide. Over there.
Te voy a decir una cosa. Mi abuelo siempre dijo que la Guarma era la isla de la que Dios se había olvidado. Y después de estar aquí un mes, entiendo a lo que se refería. No hay nada aquí. Hay que regresar. Tan solo 3 meses más y a casa. Por favor.
Okay. They've moved.
I think all Rockstar games always have a Spanish element to them.
Out of the way. Come on. Stick tight.
I haven't tested that theory. Like Bully. I can't remember if Bully had any kind of Mexican or Spanish parts to it. Papa one says, I wish he could be here with us. He would have loved telling us stories of his World War II days and our adventures being cowboys. My dad was tough, like Arthur, but he reminded me a lot of Hosea and a bit of Dutch. That sounds like an excellent way to describe him, Papa one. That's how I would visualize him as well. Nate says, I don't worry. I don't, Nate's going to reformat. Papa One says, let's see. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's, don't feel any kind of pressure to give up your individuality or your freedom just so you can be in a relationship. Just because you're yearning for companionship or you feel incomplete without it. You're definitely not incomplete without it. Papa One says he wanted less government control over anything and believed people should base their behavior on morals instead of laws. My dad was like Dutch in how he helped people. I've said before how to be continued with Papa One. I keep forgetting we can multiple tag. Okay, we gotta take care of these jokers. My dad was, I've said before how when we traveled, he would offer homeless people a job and a home, but they would have to move onto the farm. He would pay you and get your life back together, although he had rules like no drugs. This is a fun mission. It's one of my favorites. Low visibility though. Basically just keep shooting till you get to the cutscene. And then this cutscene flows directly into the next mission.
Thank you, my friend. I'm Baptiste. I work with Hercule.
I'm Baptiste, or I work with Baptiste.
Thank you. My pleasure. This place makes me miss home.
Papa One continues, he helped many times. He helped many. That's how one of our old crew members joined our family. He was homeless in New Orleans. Dad met him at a rodeo, knew him for 7 hours, and moved him to Georgia. We still keep in touch till this day. He's 8 years older than me, but he's retired and living life in Florida with his wife. Here we go. Nate says, I don't believe we should worry that much, wondering if there is a perfect lady for me or not. We should look at ourselves first and ask, am I perfect for someone else? I agree. Make yourself into the perfect boyfriend.
I see.
But if we can silence
Or make yourself into someone you'd like to date if you were a girl.
That way, we all get what we want.
We want to get the boat you promised.
Or rather,
And you
the
will.
best version of
You have
yourself.
found yourself in the middle of a war, my friend. Fuso has called in the Navy from Cuba. There's no way a boat could leave right now.
Hercule! Hercule, s'il vous plaît! Vite! Vite!
Hercule.
Follow me.
There's supplies here. I was mostly looking for some Guarma rum so that we could replenish the dead eye. But I wasn't really finding it. There's a bottle here somewhere. There it is. LA Noire tomorrow night. Forget which one it is. It's another Vice. It's another special medicine episode. Miko says, indeed, self-improvement first. And Papa One says, Nate, I can guarantee there's a perfect lady out there for you. But it is always important to be confident in who you are. I'm going to tell you some advice I was given before.
Problem. This must be the boat he called in from Cuba.
That's a goddamn warship. You kinda have to hand it to this feller.
So I guess great minds think alike.
Grab that sniper rifle.
We fight or we
Grab that rolling block. We may need it.
Boys feel like running. So what do we do?
I will go get the cannon ready.
Okay, let's get to it.
Papa One continues, if a woman wants you to change your ways and how you dress or whatever before she even truly gives you a chance, run away. Because you're the Titanic and you're about to hit the iceberg. Truer words were never spoken.
He's using us. More coming down the left side, fellas.
But I found that the qualities that women find attractive in me are the ones that they try to like tone down or soften up, domesticate if we get into a relationship. Turn me into a domesticated version of myself, which, you know, I tolerated my younger days, but, you know, I was not a good boyfriend. I was a bad boyfriend. Mama one says, I would love a Red Dead gang set in the 1860s, like maybe like a Josie Wales story. And Miko says, solid advice, Papa One. Holds up to this day. Thank you. I would like a Red Dead game with a young Dutch and Hosea and a young Miss Grimshaw, Susan, and their adventures in, say, 1880-ish. And you could end the game with meeting Arthur, a young Arthur, and then you free roam as either Dutch or Hosea after the epilogue. But I really don't think that they're going to make another one of these, Mama One. They're just going to continue with their Grand Theft Auto universe. They make so much money off Grand Theft Auto Online.
Grab that shotgun out there.
There's a lot of guns out there.
And
So what do we
the
do?
fact that they were, how do I phrase this? The fact that they were working on this game, Grand Theft Auto GTA 6, for the past 4 years means that it's going to reflect the politics and culture of the past 4 years, which is completely out of sync with the politics and the culture now. So you're getting a lot of movies that are being released that anticipated another person winning the presidency, and so it just makes there's a juxtaposition. It's going to be a little bit of time before the culture, or rather, like video games and movies reflect the culture that we're actually in. And I suspect that you're going to be disappointed in GTA 6. But I could be wrong. I often am. Papa One says, thanks, Miko. I still try to be romantic even after all these years. I agree. Romance is important. You can't let that die out. For a moment, Arthur forgot to follow Jean-Baptiste. Get rid of these filters. I wanted to go down to the beach. We have to go to the bridge. Then from the bridge we go down to the beach, and then we go back up to the fort so we can get the boat. Low visibility. Mama once says it might be interesting if they did a story where you are a Pinkerton or lawman. Yeah, Agent Ross and Agent Milton are technically good guys. They're on the side of the law. They're on the side of the of civilization because they're playing as bad guys. The Breaking Bad metaphor. Ever since Breaking Bad, Hank is actually the hero of Breaking Bad, not Walter.
Okay. Good luck. There's another one coming in on the left.
Mama one says, my kitchen is almost done. It's so beautiful. Oh, that's something to look forward to. Miko says, I'd settle for some updates, like how about some more horses from the online version and some other features. Yeah, if they would just kind of bleed online aspects into story mode. Just make them available for Arthur. But their logic, their strategy is just come on to Red Dead Online. Why would you want to keep playing story mode over and over when you can create your own character and have all sorts of new adventures online for $9.99 a month, or however much it is now. But I get comments almost every day asking if I play online. But even though it would probably be good for the channel, it's just not a direction I want to go. You know, I don't want to do something I don't want to do just for the sake of the channel, just for the sake of views. It has to be something I enjoy. It has to be something fun. For me. Mama one says, yes, Miko, I wish they would add horses. I still don't know how they made a Wild West without putting an American quarter horse. They put in Dutch warmbloods, which weren't even a breed until the 1960s. Cloudy says, I want Rockstar to make a Native American game. Imagine all the battles with different tribes and settlers. I think what's its face? Assassin's Creed could do a Native American game better than Rockstar. For there was a rumor that Rockstar was going to make a medieval game, you know, with knights and stuff. And that would have been awesome. But I don't know what happened to that. I'm sure they're already working on GTA 7. Arthur lost his hat again. Got shot off. Aiming for the waterline, very low visibility, super annoying. But it's not difficult. It was first time though, first playthrough. But I think I was just distracted by all the noise and activity, and also incredibly low visibility. Mama one says, I play online from time to time. It's glitchy and repetitive. I do own a black chestnut thoroughbred and a Hungarian half-bald piebald Tobiano, named Dutch for the HH and the King for the thoroughbred.
What now?
Oh, they'll be back, but I found a boat for you. And he should be
I think I have
right
that black
down
chestnut
anytime.
thoroughbred.
Micah, go meet with the captain. If he's amenable and discreet, tell him we'll be ready to set sail soon. Bill, come help me collect poor old Javier.
I forgot to check, but I believe Bill is still wearing his sheriff's badge. Let's move on. And that's it for Guarma. This is the last mission.
Boys, we got a real problem. Nice Mr. Busar don't want us going nowhere. He knows just who we are. If he can keep us here for a few more
And then
days,
chapter
well,
5 and 6 kind of blend into each other. You can do the hot air balloon mission. You have to visit the doctors,
This fella is really
or you could just like skip all of that and
I like the man's style.
and go up north with Charles, and then go back and visit the doctor and
In this instance, I don't see we got any
and see
alternative,
Sadie
but
at the
we
bar
go
and do the hot air
free our
balloon
friendly
mission.
captain and destroy the artillery.
For once, I agree with
Miko says those two birds. Lots of speculation on what they mean. Yeah, I wanted to forgot to mention that. I gotta make a note of that, Miko. Those two birds.
They're cool. We follow you.
Anale, this way.
Two birds.
Quick, let's get up around the back of that artillery post.
Two birds. One Arthur. A little bit of internet history for you. I apologize for knowing that, and I apologize if you know that reference. Cloudy says, I love Red Dead Online in the beginning. I have everything unlocked on PS4. But now I play on PC, and a lot of players, I see lots of players on Cougars, LOL. You can ride a Cougar. They're not big enough.
You got it secured properly, cowpoke?
I think so.
Knowing you, I have my doubts. Shut up, Mike. Come on, run!
I like how Arthur and Micah push just elbow each other out of the way. Bang bang.
There's another set of cannons up ahead.
Papa Wentz says tomorrow we will be cleaning out our barn home bar. We have several barns, but we built one that's near the little lake we have. Excuse me. It's where we all used to our for rest and partying back in the day. And Miko says, Cloudy, I thought mods are banned in online mode. Maybe not on PC. Even though that dynamite was on the other side of the wall, we still got it. Which I thought was funny. I don't know what we're doing with 5 dynamites anyways. You don't really need it.
Keep moving. Look out! One coming down the stairs. Push up on them. Guard up in the tower.
Papa One says, it's our Hall of Fame now. We have memorial pictures of our crew, our best horses that we made money off of, favorite horses that we kept as our personal horses, bunch of pictures of our farm dogs. And Cloudy says, people still use mods in the online mode.
Are you going up on them?
Excuse me, need your hat.
For a second for the others to catch up.
I'll get the dynamite rigged on these cannons. There'll be more coming.
We'll hold them off. Up here, Arthur. We'll have a better view.
Look, more Fusos men coming through the field.
Moon over Guarma. That's not our fault. Hercule died. It is our fault. Everything's our fault. It's our game. Let's try that again, shall we?
Come on. There's another set of cannons up ahead.
Pop One says that were a lot of pictures of our farm dogs that were really important to us. Some that have long since passed away. We're doing a little redecorating due to Mama One giving me my favorite gift I've gotten. Is it okay if I tell everyone, Mama One? And Mama One says, LOL, it's fine, dear.
Look out. One coming down the stairs.
Nico says, Hercule is only sleeping. See, he got back up again. Yeah. Yeah, Hercule, how dare you get in the way of a bullet?
Wait here for a second for the others to catch up.
I'll get the dynamite.
Cloudy says, Miko, they have been opening all the bank doors and placing chests with lots of money that would get you banned if you opened them. All the mods on PC, I guess. You're making your own DLCs.
Let's pick them off before they get too close.
And that's what you have to do, because Rockstar's not going to do it for you. Papa One says, my beautiful wife got me a large picture that was framed to be huge. It will take up almost the whole wall. Wow. It's my favorite picture the crew ever took. All my crew was alive and in our prime. And Miko says, oh, so it's a trap, Cloudy. And Cloudy agrees. Yes, laughing out loud. Some would-be emperor's whore. I love that line.
We going in?
Yeah, on your mark, Arthur. Let's go.
This is the last one. Take care of these guys. And take care of Albert Broussard. Then it's just a long cutscene back to civilization. Cloudy says, Super Antonio, what's next after L.A. Noire? Sleeping Dogs and The Last of Us Part 1. Sleeping Dogs is a kung fu game set in Hong Kong. So it's an Asian game. And if it's possible, we'll play it in Chinese. I don't know if it's possible. I think you have to play it in English. Papa One says, it was a picture of all 25 of us at the time. It is my favorite picture of us all. Mama One and my dad and mom are standing with the crew, while there are horses in the background. That sounds very epic, Papa One, and a great present.
All right, you get the captain out of that cabin. We'll
I feel we weren't in Guarma long enough to grow a beard as big and as long as we did. Also note that the captain is wearing the same sweater as the fence in Van Horn. They shop at the same
all bastards,
store,
my friend.
the same general store.
But only one of us is some would-be emperor's whore.
Miko says it sounds like a good place to relax and reminisce every now and then, Papa
Not
One.
even your goddamn father.
You maggots are going to die.
Another standoff.
Eventually, I'm sure we will. But not today, and not because of you.
The U.S. Navy is on the way.
I am sure they are. Which is why you're going to let us leave. Or you are dying right here, my friend. Here!
You saved my life. Thank you, Captain.
I suppose you men are my cargo. Dutch Vanderlyn, I am sorry you got hurt.
Captain, Sam.
Let's go. Gentlemen.
And we're basically done with Guarma. So I skipped. I mean, we're not going to watch the "May I Stand Unshaken" part because that is that'll get us copyright claimed. That's the only actually, that song and That's the Way It Is will get us will get copyright claimed now. It wasn't that way before, but I guess those artists were unsatisfied. I bet the contracts ran out on and so now they can claim on those two songs.
Another one. Shoot him.
Which
Just get to that boat.
which I don't really mind, but
Look out on the left. This
I
one
just-
on the left.
I feel, it's like if Rockstar, it's like Rockstar could claim this entire game if they wanted to, even though they don't, of course, because I'm basically just a shill for Rockstar. I'm just basically making ads for Rockstar, but it just kind of irks me that they'll copyright claim those two songs. So I just cut them out now. Nico says, dang, I love That's the Way It Is. Well, you can still listen to it as much as you want, Nico. You just can't make a video about it. Papa once says, Dad and I are posing, standing right next to each other. And my dad has one arm around me, and his other hand is on on top of his holster and his 45. I've still got my hands on my gun belt and my hip. And we are all so happy and smiling, Papa One continues. My dad considered me his right-hand man. He always used to tell me that one day I will be in charge. Although I used to say, oh Dad, you'll always be here. I think everyone feels that way about their parents.
There's another cannon up the head on our left.
But you don't want to think about when, it's like, I mean, everyone knows intellectually that you're not going to be there, but you don't want to think about it. Just push it to the back of your mind. There you go. Get back up there, Arthur. Nate says, oh, what a shame. May I Stand Unshaken adds a lot to that piebald Tobiano ride. Damn, copyright bot. Yes, Nate.
Got it for
But,
you, Javier.
Captain, can you handle the ship?
I'll be fine.
Captain's fine.
We'll get going with the tide before I get any more surprises.
There are miracle tonics in this game.
officials.
Are you gonna be okay?
Fix you right up.
Be like you. We'll disappear probably. Back to Haiti. Believe me. We'll be long gone by morning.
Good. Thank you.
Another boat ride.
We survived.
Just about.
What now? What now? What do you mean, what now? I mean, we're headed back to
Papa one
Lemoyne,
says,
but
Miko,
damn
it is a
it,
wonderful
we're all
place to
wanted
relax. We always also have beer on tap, mainly Coors, Lone Star beer, and Rolling Rock.
back. Run now?
No Bud Light.
Why not?
I apologize. we used to have Budweiser, but Budweiser went a little too W word, LOL. I mainly drink Coors or Lone Star. Miko, are you a beer fan? And what about you, Super Antonio? I am not really a beer fan. I used to enjoy Guinness. I used to enjoy dark beers. But yeah, I don't really drink beer. I don't really drink. I enjoyed rum and cokes a lot, and rum and Kahlua and cokes. Scotch, single malt scotches. I enjoyed whiskeys. What else? Red wine, Italian red wines, but I don't really drink now anymore.
We always do.
And then what?
Then we meet up.
Gave it up.
Gather the family, we get some money, and get the hell out of there. That's the
Miko
plan.
says, nah, Papa One, I don't really drink unless it's some sort of social obligation.
Listen, I will
There's a
kill
Japanese beer, Kirin. Used to love that.
any of you want to judge me for that? That's
Miko
fine.
probably knows that beer, Kirin. And Xing Tao, it's a Chinese
Anyone
beer.
disagree? Anyone?
But yeah, Bud Light, kind of, I don't know if they'll ever recover from that. Let's move on. Yeah, we'll take this piebald all the way to chapter 6, all the way to and then we'll switch back to Cerberus for the final ride, and we'll sell him to the stable. Stable will find a good home for him. We'll sell him to the stable, switch back to Cerberus, and then visit the First Bank of Aberdeen, and then we shall do that final mission. Papa One says, I like craft beers. My son got me to Cigar City Craft Beer. Pairs well with cigars. He adores them. But I'm an old school beer man. I also enjoy Ham's beer, which I can get, although it's not always available everywhere. Also, Pabst Blue Ribbon, the king of beers. I love that horse. Piebald Tobiano. Might be my favorite horse for Arthur, if he can't get Biscuit. See, we skipped back past all this, and we're not gonna stealth our way through the Pinkertons. We're just gonna take them out. This is the Bad Honor playthrough, after all. Dear Uncle Tacitus, I always enjoy reading this letter out loud. It reminds me of enjoy Sadie reading this letter out loud. It reminds me of when she read Mr. Pearson's letter. I have traveled widely, making no small name for myself.
Too old for travel. I hope you and your cousins enjoyed yourselves. Me and your grandnieces
Bring
have
Sadie back.
decided to take a trip of our own, as the place has become so dreary and godforsaken in your absence. We have gone to visit relatives.
Mama Wen says, I absolutely love the Piebald Tobiano.
In Lakay.
And Mama One also says, last time I played this mission, after the captain dropped Arthur off, he exited the boat and went into the water.
Too bad at this time of year. Please come see us when you
I
can.
don't think I've ever seen that.
Sincerely,
Yours sincerely, Caroline. Why did she choose Caroline? She wants to be Caroline Kilgore. But she's getting to the spirit of things of being an outlaw.
Someone is here. Look.
Those are fresh footprints.
Papa One says, I wish Hungarian half-breds were a real breed. Closest you can get is the Hanoverian half-bred. Similar, but different.
That's enough, Mr. Johns. You take Mr. Bunter and search around back.
See, these guys are technically good guys. We're the bad guy. And we're going to take all of them. He had a neck ache. And his back was itchy. Here we go. I like that carpet. Platinum belt buckle. It's worth $10, I think. Okay, stay here. Chill Bucket says, hi, this is my first stream watching from the UK. Greetings, Chill Bucket. Happy Valentine's Day to you, my friend. And shout out to the UK. Papa One says, we have a Dutch warm blood at the moment. She is a rescue horse. Her name is Daphne. And whoever had her didn't take care of her. That's sad. She has a severe case of rain rot. And she has 2 chipped hooves. And Miko says, welcome, Chill Bucket. A bucket of chills. The thing about May I Stand Unshaken is you get this horse to level 1 just on that ride. Pop One continues, nothing medicine can't fix. We make our own horse medicine out of plants and supplies that Mama One grows. Yeah, Kieran. Kieran has a recipe for those. We also buy store-bought medicine, but Mama One loves making medicine as a hobby. Miko asks, was she surrendered to you, Papa One? Daphne. And that's all we got for you tonight, friends. We made it back. Shout out to the channel members. What was I going to say? I'll keep the chat going for a little bit if you want to talk amongst yourselves. We shall return tomorrow night with a Grand Theft Auto stream. Happy Friday, happy Valentine's Day. Shout out to the channel mods, Miko and Papa One and Mama One. Couldn't do it without you, friends. Great talking to you, Cloudy. And welcome, Chill Bucket and Nate. We shall see you soon, friends. And enjoy the rest of your evening.